All right, so I'd like to jump on to the next topic because I'm so excited about this. I'm very excited.
Yeah, we might spend a little bit extra time on this one just simply because it's so good. Mm-hmm. What are we talking about, Teal?
We're talking about the player's journey. And how you should be designing it over time.
Yes, let me pull this up here. This is on a website that I've never been to before, but it is a blog by a developer called Amy Jo Kim. And there's actually really good articles on here.
Yes.
You want to take it away with the player's journey, hun?
Okay, yes I do.
All right.
So, we talk a lot about the story and the user experience and immersion and things like that. But we also, you gotta keep in mind that in the back of everybody's head is what we call the player's journey, which is the emotional, the reward system for playing a game.
Right.
This is the opposite of Skinner box. Okay. I don't want to confuse you guys with that.
Right.
This is what we call designing over time, is giving rewards for playing your game, like I don't know, leaderboards or some kind of exciting end, some kind of reward. Mm-hmm. And what they're calling them is pleasurable learning engines. Mm-hmm. So what you do when you're playing a game, when you're designing a game, then you're teaching your players different skills. Mm-hmm. You teach them, how we always talk about teach, enforce, test.
Right.
So you're teaching your players the different skills. They master these skills, and then you reward them with stuff, and we're giving them greater challenges and opportunities. And by the way, I do encourage you guys to pick up a really cool book called A Theory of Fun for Game Design.
Yeah.
It's by Ralph Koster.
It is a good book.
It's a very good book. I have it, and it's something you should add to your libraries if you're a developer.
Yes. Yes.
So let's talk about the player journey. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're measuring their journey, what we call progress metrics.
Right.
So they get points, they accumulate badges, they go up in levels, there's leaderboards.
Tokens of success.
Tokens of success.
Right.
Okay. This is all part of the journey of learning. Mm-hmm. Learning about your game, learning how to play your game, and having fun doing it.
Yes, Black Rose, it most likely is on Amazon, that book is.
Oh yeah, it's on Amazon.
Yeah,
yep.
It is, okay.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah, and Teal's right. It is about the pleasure, the fun that the player has with the experience that is the game. And she charts it out right there, the nice little chart here.
It's a really nice chart, the little player journey. Yeah, very good chart.
Very good chart.
But the pitfall that some people get into is making these little rewards the end game, the end of itself. Oh, the whole point is to get on the leaderboard. The whole point is to get these trophies and these achievements. No, that's not.
Nope, not at all.
That's not the point.
No.
The point is the journey, the fun that people have going through your game, and the side stuff, the leaderboards, the achievements and stuff, is just what they pick up along the way.
Exactly. So you're bringing them through this, like you said, a journey, best way to describe it, of enjoying and feeling themselves becoming more and more accomplished as they're playing the game, so that they want to continue to play the game, whether the game has a definitive end or whether the game is ongoing. It's not it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
Right.
And Burke, that's it exactly. Make it so the player wants to return.
Right.
Not that they have to return to get something.
Exactly. So in that case, no wrath. It's not like monthly goals.
No, it's not.
Not like login bonuses. That's the opposite of the player journey. That's the Skinner box mechanic where they're rewarded for doing something. In this, the player journey, they're rewarded for playing. The fulfillment, the pleasure of playing is the reward, but all the little progress metrics, give them something tangible.
Yeah.
In order to measure it by. So getting your trophies, your leaderboards, your achievements, etc., those are metrics of progress, and that's what the player journey is about. Using those metrics to see how far along they are, not as the end goal, like what Teal says.
Yeah, it's not the end goal.
Again, this is really, I really love this because, the newbie is onboarding. The newbie is learning how to play the game.
That's right.
They're learning how the game's mechanics works. They're learning the game world, their place as their avatar in the game world, whether they're playing Kratos, Solid Snake,
right?
Aya Bree. It doesn't matter who they're playing. Themselves in an MMO, the tune they made. None of that's relevant. In the onboarding part, they're learning that character's place in the world and how to interact and play. Then when they move up to the regular, that's when they're creating.
That's the bulk of the journey right there.
Yeah. They're building the habits of a good player. Whether it be learning the rhythm of button presses in an Arkham game, or learning how to mat nodes in an MMO. Whatever it is, they're learning how a good player plays habitably, their habits. And then eventually, when they master it, then they're playing it just for the sheer enjoyment.
Absolutely, and then they go to enthusiast level.
Right. At that point, they've mastered all the concepts. They're playing the game because this is something they're very comfortable with. This is like your person who's played Skyrim 100 times.
Yes.
They're playing it because they love the game. They already know how to do everything. They can beat Alduin at level 1. They can punch Nassim, they can punch Nassim all the way to the Pale.
Yes.
With one hit.
With one hit.
They shout goats off. That's what they do. They shout goats off mountains now because they've mastered the game. And at that point, it's just the fun factor. So to kind of build off of what Teal said and kind of wrap this up, the player journey is the player coming to a point where they've achieved this innate enthusiasm to play time and time again, where the metric of progress, those little tick marks, trophies, whatever, are just there to gauge how close they are to that level of completion and mastery.
Yeah. So keep this little phrase in mind. Games are compelling because they're pleasurable learning engines. Keep that in mind.